Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 333 News. I'm your news anchor, Wario, and in today's episode, we're going to be doing a follow-up to last week's 333 News episode that happened on Sunday, where we listed out a bunch of updates where I was rambling on for a very long time. And these updates, it's kind of going to be a continuation to last week, essentially. But there are also a lot more things that I'm going to address, and, I've got an update log here on the teleprompter, so let's get started by going through everything that I've got to say this week, and later on we'll go to the meteorology studio where Donkey Kong's going to have your 7-day forecast as usual. Alright, to begin, 333 News is now going to be using a teleprompter. We have been implementing that change earlier this week, actually, so yeah. But anyways, we are now going to be using a teleprompter, so I'm no longer going to be going, all the time, trying to remember what the heck I was about to say and getting sidetracked and stuff. So information is going to be retained more easily and no longer forgotten. This is going to help with making episodes not drag on so long, and we're going to be improving and recalling everything. So we're not going to be able to, we don't have to try and improvise anymore. The information displayed on the teleprompter is written in advance to recording, and it's going to be used as reference to the content of the video, which has already been done with the 7-day forecasts, as far as you know. Otherwise, how the heck would Donkey Kong know what the heck the forecast is? And now we're also going to be applying it to basically all of 333 News, like the news segment and stuff, so yeah. Next up, any updates that were discussed last week have either been made or are still rolling out by the end of this month, January 2024. And, for those that have been made, we've updated the channel description. That's basically all we've done, and of course the teleprompter thing. So other updates are still going to be rolling out, and we'll get to those. So yeah, next up, headlines are back for 333 News, as you saw last week. Last week we implemented some headlines because I was rambling on and trying to remember everything, so we put some headlines in to make the information a little bit more clear. They are not going to appear in every episode, but when we're covering real-world news or doing live footage reports, they are likely going to make an appearance because, well, we kind of have to give you some context on what's going on, so headlines are there to do that. They may also show up in storm forecasts, but we cannot guarantee that, and typically they're not going to be showing up during Donkey Kong's meteorology segment, but as we mentioned, there may be some exceptions to any of these cases. And the Christmas special for 2023, as formerly mentioned, has officially been canceled. And we are also going to be doing a new channel trailer over the course of this week because, of course, the one that we made over the summer of 2021 is very outdated by now. Alright, next up. 333 News is now going to be doing more often than just on Sundays. So, yeah, because we're going to be doing to winter storm and tropical storm / hurricane forecasting and other major news and events. So, 333 News is likely going to occur on days that are not Sunday more often now. Of course, we're still going to be doing it every Sunday, but yeah. And of course, you can easily observe some of those examples over the past 2 weeks when we were tracking 3 winter storms, and there are more on the way, so you can be looking forward to even more storm forecasts. Alright, next up on the list, separate video of new V3 winter storm icons and their correlation to the Venus City Nor'easter scale is going to be coming in the coming weeks. It might not be in January necessarily, but we are going to be making a video on that relatively soon, once we get the new channel trailer done and some other stuff. And it's going to be a debriefing on what those new icons are because, well, of course, they're updates to the icons that we used to use, but of course we also added some new icons in, and we're going to be explaining what every icon is indicating, because as far as we know, not everybody understands the Venus City Nor'easter scale. Spring 2024 will have Season 2 of Mario & Luigi's College Adventures, but that's likely going to be the final season. As I have mentioned, Mario & Luigi's College Adventures is not going to be an everlasting thing. There is going to be a maximum of 4 years in college for those two, so yeah. And we might not be doing anything beyond Season 2 this spring. And next up here, as we have moved away from burdens, which is in quotation marks on the teleprompter there, we are going to be able to focus more on this channel and its content from now on. So hopefully, without going down any more rabbit holes, like, getting addicted to video games that make us stay up until 5 in the morning, getting a lack of sleep and stuff, which is really screwing us up, taking part in unhealthy communities and environments, etc. And 2024 is going to be a great year, at least in our hopes. getting tired here. I gotta adjust a little bit. All right. Expectations for video types on days that are not Sunday will include, and I'm going to throw the schedule up here as we kind of modify it. I don't know if it's much of a modification from over the summer, but 333 episodes, Winter Storm animations, 333 tunes, vlogs/video journals. The video journals is new. Ceiling fan videos, something that we used to do way back in the years of 2016, 2017, maybe even a little bit in 2018. Experimental videos, like when we were experimenting with doing new types of videos and other stuff. Extra 333 news episodes, like storm forecasts, other news reports, anything that warrants an extra 333 news episode on a day that isn't Sunday. Let's see. Agario/Mario Kart Tour gameplays, maybe other games as well. And other message videos, the likes of what we used to do prior to 2020. It's time to restore the channel to the golden ages with modern implementations of old video types and modern video types. Embracing everything that we have ever done and have plans to do here. So, yeah. Next up, our newest upload schedule update is 333 News will be every Sunday. And if any postponings or cancellations have to be made, we are going to be trying our best to warn you in advance or notify you in advance via a community post. And for any other day, or at least every other week, but optimally every week, expect one of the aforementioned video types that we've gone over just a minute ago at least once. So hopefully we'll be able to do that every week, but worst case scenario, every other week we'll be doing a video during the week that isn't on Sunday for, the weekly 333 News episode. Of course, this is excluding 333 News, which regularly airs on Sundays. And, well, of course, 333 News can air on days that aren't Sunday in the cases we have mentioned. But, yeah, it's kind of all there is about the new upload schedule updates. Hopefully, you guys are looking forward to what we've got planned for the year. And hopefully, the upload schedule is going to be a lot better to maintain and easier to work with now. Especially considering that things can happen. And it could warrant cancellations or delays or stuff. So we tried to be as flexible as possible with this upload schedule. Alright, second to last thing here on the list, possible changes to old playlist names and channel homepage layout. And there's going to be a possible change to the channel's profile picture. Do not worry, the banner is going to be left as is. We actually worked pretty hard on that banner and not really ready to change that to a new banner yet. We don't even have a new one ready, so yeah. But the profile picture is going to be easy to modify, so we might be making a change to that, and we are probably going to be changing some old playlist names, not all of them, and possibly a change to the channel homepage layout. Those are not guaranteed changes, but I'm just letting you know those could be taking place. And the last thing is 333 News has been recategorized as news instead of entertainment, starting with episode 112, which was the forecast for Winter Storm Finn. Entertainment wasn't really the right categorization for 333 News because, well, it's news, it's not entertainment-based, so we have officially recategorized 333 News as news in politics in the YouTube category selection. So that is going to be applying to every 333 News episode from episode 112 and forwards. We're not going to be doing a retroactive thing. We're not going to, go back and change all of them. We're just going to be doing it for every episode from now on. All right. I have a few more messages at the end, but we're going to go to the meteorology studio for now. Over to you, Donkey Kong. How about time again? Alright, welcome to the meteorology studio. I'm Donkey Kong, meteorologist, and today we're going to be doing some meteorology in the meteorology studio, as usual. So let's get started with your current conditions, and right now, it is currently 36 degrees, cloudy skies. It's decent outside, and we did have some snow showers earlier if you were by the eastern seaboard. So, yeah, that was kind of interesting. It was actually pretty warm for snow, so I'm not sure how that occurrence occurred, but it happened nonetheless. Alright, anyways, let's get your 7-day forecast. Alright, here's your 7-day forecast. Let's go ahead and start out with tomorrow. Monday, we're going to be looking at 34 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Not looking too bad for tomorrow. Alright, moving to Tuesday, we're going to be looking at some snow showers with 36 degrees. So, yeah, it's not really going to be a full-blown storm system, so there's no need to do a forecast, but be aware for the chance of some snow showers on Tuesday, because, well, we have a system moving through, but it's not necessarily a storm, so it's kind of just, a system of some snow. So, yeah, just be on the lookout for snow on Tuesday. That's all I'm saying. On Wednesday, we're going to be looking at sunny skies, 31 degrees, and the low is going to go down to 16 degrees Wednesday night. It's going to be getting pretty cold as, the leading edge of an Arctic front is going to be moving out of the U.S., and it's going to be going east. So we're going to be kind of getting in on that there on Wednesday. So, yeah. Turn around here. On Thursday, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy skies, 32 degrees. So, warms up a little bit from that cold front that comes through. The leading edge of the Arctic blast. All right. On Friday, we're going to be looking at an actual storm system that's coming through. We're going to be looking at snow and 32 degrees. So, yeah, it's going to be an actual storm system coming through. And it's kind of going to bleed into Saturday, but only by a tiny bit. And, of course, we're going to be tracking that and giving you a forecast on Thursday when we get more information about the storm. On Saturday, we're going to be looking at 23 degrees, partly cloudy skies, with low dipping down to 11. So it's really going to get cold after that system moves through. Cold Blast 2.0, because, yeah, apparently Wednesday just wasn't cold enough, so we had to have another one. And finally, next Sunday, we're going to be looking at sunny skies, 26 degrees, so, yeah. With a decent beginning to the week, but a very cold end to the week, that is your 7-day forecast, and we're going to take it back to Wario at the news desk. Back to you, Wario. Alright, thank you, Donkey Kong. This episode has gone on quite long already, so I'm going to try and make this wrap up quick here. A few messages before we conclude here. So please stay tuned for any update/message videos and or community posts for any more immediate unplanned updates. Like, if we have to cancel or postpone 333 News from a Sunday episode, which is regularly scheduled for 333 News to air, due to extenuating circumstances like storms or other events that were originally, we were originally unprepared for to, work around. As 333 News is only going to be broadcasting things that have been planned out. Like, all these updates, we planned them out in advance, and we're broadcasting them here. So for any other small updates or 333 News cancellations and postponings and other announcements or general life updates even, they're going to be in the form of community posts or update/message videos. We hope that the changes that we have made and are making are going to greatly improve content quality and efficiency, as we're not going to be getting sidetracked anymore, and we're going to be focusing on the channel, and we're going to be making things as high quality as we possibly can. Thanks for your understanding to the past of why we fell off and stuff, getting distracted with things that we really didn't want to get involved in, or, just, got addicted to. And we are very happy to make these changes in order to get back on track, improve overall quality, and in general, just happy to be back in the swing of things. So, we're looking forward to the future of 2024. Now, that is going to conclude today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm your news anchor Wario, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Wario, out.